We have yet to determine if the election was stolen in 2024, but what if it was stolen in 2020 and 2024? Trump will have the same number of votes as he did in 2020, which is unheard of in politics. No president has ever gotten the same number of votes twice. Trump will have 74 million votes in 2020, and when all the votes are counted in 2024, he will have 74 million in 2024. In 2020, Trump said the election was rigged, and he didn't lose the election, and he has maintained that he didn't lose in 2020. And since he said the election was stolen, his cult followers repeated it as if it were fact, and they still believe it to this day. Maybe the election was rigged, but it was supposed to be rigged in his favor. Perhaps he wasn't supposed to lose in 2020. Maybe the Russians or something else guaranteed him victory, and he would get over 70 million votes no matter what he did. Getting over 70 million votes would ensure victory. Trump got 74 million votes, which is unheard of for an unpopular president with a messed up economy. He got 12 million more votes than he got in 2016. Even Obama got 3 million fewer votes in 2012 than in 2008. Trump was adamant that he did not lose the 2020 election, but maybe he didn't, and the people hacking our voting machines made a massive mistake. Joe Biden got 81 million votes, which will never be duplicated. I'm sure it came as a surprise and complicated Trump's plans of sure victory, and he immediately said the election was stolen without proof or data. So, did Trump know something that the American public didn't know? Trump only got 62 million votes in 2016. No Republican president, including Trump, has ever gotten over 62 million votes. Obama, at the height of his popularity, got 69 million votes. He also won in the Republican states Indiana, Florida, Ohio, North Carolina, and Iowa. In 2008, Obama was unbeatable and more popular than anyone, including Trump. Trump's favorable rating in 2020 and 2024 was dismal. Something may be up with Trump, and a third party may be messing with the system. This election, we had no groundbreaking upsets with senators or the House in wins and losses. So, Trump winning by the same number of votes in 2020 and 2024 makes zero sense. Now, it's no secret that the Russians always wanted Trump to be president. They helped him get elected in 2016. Trump and Putin talk more than any other country's leaders do. And it's no secret we have Russians on social media pretending to be pro-Trump Americans online. I don't know if the election was rigged, but we may need to ask questions about what happened with these last two elections.
But let me also point out something more strange, which has been happening at the same time and hasn't had as much attention. The day before Trump made those remarks on Friday, he said, you're never going to have to vote again after you vote for me this one time. The day before that, on Thursday last week, he didn't say that people wouldn't have to vote anymore once he was elected this November. No, the day before that, on Thursday, he told his supporters, not that they're not going to have to vote again, but that they don't have to vote this time, that they don't need to vote for him this November.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes. He said that on Thursday last week. And it turns out this is something, when you look, he says this all the time now. Watch.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
We don't need votes. I tell my people, I don't need any votes. We got all the votes we need. I don't need votes. We don't need votes. We got more votes than anybody's ever had. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting. The voting, we got plenty of votes.
Don't worry about voting. Of all the weirdness around this campaign, this is a truly strange thing to tell people, right? Don't vote. I don't need your vote. I don't want your vote. I mean, all the surface level weirdness is, worth noting. Having a new position on literally anything you can think of as soon as any random rich guy tells you to. That's a weird thing. Picking the eccentric billionaire's intern for your running mate, even though you apparently had no idea who he was or what a disaster he is on television. All of this is weird. But telling voters, do not bother to vote for me. It doesn't matter if you do. I don't need your votes. That is a thing that should prick up your ears. Because what that means is that he doesn't think he needs to win the vote to win the election. He doesn't think he needs to win the election in order to take power. He thinks something other than votes is going to determine whether or not he gets back in the White House.
thankful for everything that I've been given, but I can't act like it's enough when it isn't. I ask myself, who am I to be asking for addition, knowing I cause some divisions? I ask myself, who am I really asking when I'm the one making all of these decisions? I find it much more convenient to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Look to the sun as I seek out the guidance and energy needed, as well as the wisdom. Leaving a legacy fit for a victor. I can't leave a legacy fit for a victim. I'm leaving a legend. I rebel position. I'm leading the pack and we back in the kitchen. Rappers and actors be claiming they trapping reality. Check, they just trapped in the system. Oh, I haven't forgotten the persecutions. Treating us like we are worthless nuisance. Hit us with the rope-a-dope just to convert them to gnosis. I read the script and seen the blueprints. Hitting in the benches with the blue strips. Hummus at me, but they blew the bliss. Now I'm laughing, blowing plasma my blue whip. Blowing gas, I'm too lit. Till I'm pushing up to lips. Man, boy, ain't nothing new. We do this. I ain't got a score,